Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Jnanatimirandasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Darati Swaparantikam. Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yutapadakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrijatam Saganaraguna Tanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Sri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Sri Visakanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrisabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarupyascha Kripa Sindhupya eva cha Patitanam Pavanepyo Vaishnavepyo Namo Namaha Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashatte Rishatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Kadadara Srivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrindam Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Haribo. Okay, so today we continue the book, The Journey of Self-Discovery, from chapter 6.4. Ancient prophecies fulfilled. A little known fact is that a book... Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. A little known fact is that a book written over 5,000 years ago, Srimad Bhagavatam, predicted many current trends and events with amazing accuracy. Srila Prabhupada quotes profusely from this Sanskrit text in a lecture given at the Los Angeles Hare Krishna Temple during the summer of 1974. About present-day society, the Srimad Bhagavatam's 12th canto prophesies religious principles will be determined by a show of strength and measured by a person's reputation for material accomplishments. And those without money will be unable to get justice, and anyone who can cleverly juggle worlds will be considered a scholar. Tataschanudinam dharma satyam saucham kshamadaya kalena balina rajan nankshatyayur balam smriti. My dear king, with each day, religion, truthfulness, cleanliness, forgiveness, mercy, duration of life, bodily strength, and memory will all decrease more and more by the mighty force of time. Srimad Bhagavatam 12:2-1. The description of the Kali Yuga, the present age of quarrel and hypocrisy, is given in the 12th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam was written 5,000 years ago when the Kali Yuga was about to begin, and many things that would happen in the future are spoken there. And therefore, we accept Srimad Bhagavatam as Shastra, revealed scripture. The compiler of Shastra, the Shastrakara, must be a liberated person so that he can describe past, present, and future. In Srimad Bhagavatam, you will find many things which are foretold. There is mention of Lord Buddha's appearance and Lord Kalki's appearance. Lord Kalki will appear at the end of the Kali Yuga. There is also mention of Lord Chaitanya's appearance. Although the Bhagavatam was written 5,000 years ago, the writer knew past, present, and future, Trikala Gna, and thus he could predict all these events with perfect accuracy. So here, Shukadev Goswami is describing the chief symptoms of this age. He says, Tataschanudinam, with the progress of this age, Kali Yuga, Dharma, religious principles, Satyam, truthfulness, Saucham, cleanliness, Kshama, forgiveness, Daya, mercifulness, Ayu, duration of life, Balam, bodily strength, smriti, memory, and these 8 things will gradually decrease to nil or almost nil. Of course, there are other yugas besides Kali Yuga. During the Satya Yuga, which lasted 1800,000 years, human beings lived for 100,000 years. The duration of the next age, the Treta Yuga, was 1200,000 years, and the people of that age used to live for 10,000 years. In other words, the duration of life was 10 times reduced in the age. Was 10 times reduced. In the next stage, Dwapara Yuga, the lifespan was again 10 times reduced. People used to live for 1,000 years. And the duration of the Dwapara age was 800,000 years. Then in the next age, this Kali Yuga, we can live up to 100 years at the utmost. We are not living 100 years, but still, the limit is 100 years. So just see, from 100 years, the average duration of life has decreased to about 70 years. And it will eventually decrease to the point where if a man lives for 20 to 30 years, he will be considered a very old man. Oh, Krishna, I'm really old man. So,
Yes, bro.
oh, Krishna. Another symptom of the
Prabhu, actually,
yes, Prabhu.
okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, Hare Krishna,
Actually, Prabhu,
Krishna Prabhu.
yes, Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Ranatram, Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Krishna.
Actually, the thing is, Prabhu, I just joined to ask you one question. Like, I wish I can stay for longer, but tomorrow I have an exam. But
Yes,
I have one question, Prabhu, because like we are planning to first like take our senior devotee video, turn it into MP3 or just audio format, and then upload it in Spotify and other services.
yes, Prabhu.
So similarly, is there any like very famous um, like what do the European people use like in Finland and other countries? Like what kind of audio service do they use? Do they only use Spotify, or is there any other like website where we can post our videos?
Yes, I think they use Spotify and Apple Music. Not like everything,
Oh,
anything.
now if we have to give for if we want to upload our things in Apple Music, what do we need to do? Do we need to sign a contract, or is there some agreement or something like that?
I don't know, Prabhu. I'm not sure who is uploading the Spotify because someone is doing that already.
Really, like regularly they're uploading?
Yes, Prabhu. I don't know who is doing it,
Oh,
but
oh, okay. I
it,
thought I thought our Spotify was not even like updated.
let's see, 1 second. Oh, Hari Bol. Last time was this summer.
Last time was 2022, right?
No, Prabhu, this summer
Or
someone has
23?
uploaded.
No, oh, 2023.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
here, see.
Oh,
Someone
okay, okay.
uploaded the
Yeah.
someone uploaded the Nimanita Prabhu's video.
Oh, I thought we'll be the first people.
But I don't
Yes,
know who
bro.
is
But we can. Hmm.
I don't
Yes,
know who
bro.
is doing this. Like who has this.
Succession is to receive this
Okay.
transcendental knowledge. That's we have seen. Prabhupada clearly stated that even if someone was here,
Yeah, this is the Bhaktivikas Swami.
immediately became Acharya.
Acha.
He went to see she performed the service of initiating this.
Yes, so someone is uploading this, but I don't know who, and he stopped during the summer.
Prabhu, then can we do one thing? See, like Spotify, we are uploading, but actually in India, if you're talking, we need Amazon, and then in Europe and America, I think Apple Music is a very good platform because now Spotify, everyone is leaving due to some issue. I mean, due to some website issue. So in order to upload in Apple Music and Amazon, right? Sometimes I heard that we need to get an agreement or something. So can you like try to approach Apple Music and ask them if we can upload, and if we get permission there, then we can directly upload. Can you try doing that for Apple Music?
Yes, bro, but we need to find out who is running the Spotify account, so he might know better. Because I don't know if it's Radhika Mataji or who is doing it, but that person I think needs to do it. Because if he got it from to Spotify, he must know how to do it on Apple Music also.
Oh, okay, okay,
But I don't know
okay,
who
Prabhu.
it is. Someone from Singapore it is.
Oh, okay. Is there any any guess? Maybe do you know how you can contact them?
I would ask maybe, I don't know. I would ask maybe Radhika Mataji about like who is running the Spotify page, and then she would tell.
Actually, I don't even know who she is, Prabhu. Can you like message her and ask her
Yes, Prabhu.
and then like let me know?
Then share it.
Yes, Prabhu. Actually, Aditya Prabhu and I, we were thinking that we will post MP3 format in every place.
Yes.
So, yeah, yeah, but I think your idea was better that we can first ask someone who's actually experienced in this, then we can post.
Yes, Prabhu. Because I don't
Yes,
know how
Prabhu.
to do
Actually,
it.
thank you very much, Prabhu, for answering. Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Now I have to go study, Prabhu. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, Krishna. Hopefully that's soon.
So, yes, so Vancha Kalparu Vishya Kripa Sindhu Dayavita Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Jai Shri Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Thank you so much again.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Prabhu.
Prabhu. All glories to you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Jai Shri Prabhupada. Hare Krishna, Hare Prabhu, Dandat Pranam, Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna, Dandamat Pranam.
Okay, Haribo, now we continue. Another symptom of the Kali Yuga predicted in the Srimad Bhagavatam is the decrease in memory, smriti. We see nowadays that people do not have very sharp memories. They forget easily. They may hear something daily, yet still they forget it. Similarly, bodily strength, balam, is decreasing. You can all understand this because you know that your father or grandfather was physically stronger than you are. So bodily strength is decreasing, memory is decreasing, and the duration of life is decreasing. And all of this is predicted in Srimad Bhagavatam. Another symptom of Kali Yuga is the decrease in religion. There is practically no question of religion in this age. It has almost decreased to nil. No one is interested in religion. The churches and temples are being closed, locked up. The building we are sitting in was once a church, but it was sold because no one was coming. Similarly, we are purchasing a very big church in Australia and in London. I have seen many hundreds of vacant churches. No one is going there, and not only churches, in India also, except for a few important temples. The ordinary small temples are being closed. They have become the habitation of the dogs. So Dharma religion is decreasing. Truthfulness, cleanliness, and forgiveness are also decreasing. Formerly, if someone did something wrong, the other party would forgive him. For example, Arjuna was tortured by his enemies, yet still on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, he said, Krishna, let me leave. I don't want to kill them. This is forgiveness. But now even for a small insult, people will kill. This is going on. Also, there is now no mercifulness, daya. Even if you see someone being killed in front of you, you will not take interest. These things are happening already. So religion, truthfulness, cleanliness, forgiveness, mercifulness, duration of life, bodily strength, and memory. These 8 things will decrease, decrease, decrease. When you see these symptoms, you should know the age of Kali is making progress. Another symptom is Vittam eva kalau nirnam janma chara gunodaya. In Kali Yuga, a man's qualities and social position will be calculated according to the extent of his wealth. Srimad Bhagavatam 12.2.2. Formerly, a man's position was calculated according to his spiritual understanding. For example, a Brahmana was honored because he knew Brahma. He was aware of the Supreme Spirit. But now in Kali Yuga, there are actually no Brahmanas because people are taking the title of Brahmana simply by Janma or birthright. Previously, there was also birthright, but one was actually known according to his behavior. If a man was born in a Brahmana family or a Kshatriya, administrative or a military family, he had to behave like a Brahmana or Kshatriya, and it was the king's duty to see that no one was falsely representing himself. In other words, respectability was awarded according to culture and education. But nowadays, vittameva kalau nirnam. If you get money, somehow or other, then everything is available. You may be third class or fourth class or 10th class, but if you get money somehow or other, then you are very much respected. There is no question of your culture or education or knowledge. This is Kali Yuga. Another symptom of Kali Yuga. Dharmanya vyavastayam karanam balam eva hi. Religious principles and justice will be determined by show of strength. Srimad Bhagavatam 12.2.2. If you have some influence, then everything will be decided in your favor. You may be the most irreligious person, but if you can bribe a priest, he will certify that you are religious. So character will be decided by money, not by actual qualification. Next is dam patye biruchir he turmayaiva vyavaharike. Marriages will be arranged according to temporary affection, and to be a successful businessman, one will have to cheat. Srimad Bhagavatam 12.2.3. Yeah, this if you find some successful businessmen in Kali Yuga, you know that he's a cheater. Because to be one has to cheat. So if you find what successful businessman, you know that he's a cheater. The relationship between husband and wife will depend on abhiruchi. They're liking each other. If a girl likes a boy and a boy likes a girl, then they think, all right, now let the marriage take place. No one ever knows what the future of the girl and boy will be. Therefore, everyone becomes unhappy. 6 months after marriage, divorce. This is because the marriage took place simply on the basis of superficial liking, not deep understanding. Formerly, at least in India during my time, marriages did not take place because the boy and girl liked each other. No, marriages were decided by the parents. I married when I was a student, but I did not know who my wife would be. My parents arranged everything. Another example is Dr. Rajendra Prasad, the first president of India. In his biography, he wrote that he married at the age of 8. Similarly, my father-in-law married when he was 11 years old, and my mother-in-law when she was 7. So the point is that formerly in India, marriage took place only after an astrological calculation of past, present, and future had determined whether the couple would be happy in their life together. When marriage is thus sanctified, the man and the woman live peacefully and practice spiritual culture. Each one helps the other. So they live very happily and become advanced in spiritual life. And at last they go back home, back to Godhead. That is the system. Not that a grown-up girl and a grown-up boy mix together, and if he likes her and she likes him, they get married, and then he leaves or she leaves. This kind of marriage was not sanctioned. But of this Kali Yuga, it is said, Dampatye biruchihi, marriage will take place simply because of mutual liking, that's all. Liking one moment means disliking the next moment. That is a fact. So a marriage based on mutual liking has no value. The next symptoms of this age are stritve pumstve chahiratir vipratve sutram evahi. A husband and wife will stay together only as long as there is sex attraction, and Brahmanas, saintly intellectuals, will be known only by their wearing a sacred thread. Srimad Bhagavatam 12.2.3. Brahmanas are offered a sacred thread, so now people are thinking, now I have a sacred thread, so I have become a Brahmana. I may act like a Chandala, dog eater, but it doesn't matter. This is going on. One doesn't understand that as a Brahmana, he has so much responsibility. Simply because he has the 2 cent sacred thread, he thinks he has become a Brahmana. And stritve pumstve chahirati. A husband and wife will remain together because they like each other. But as soon as there will be some sex difficulty, their affection will slacken. Another symptom of Kali Yuga is avrityanyaya daurbalyam panditye chapalam vachaha. Those without money will be unable to get justice, and anyone who can cleverly juggle words will be considered a scholar. Srimad Bhagavatam 12.2.4. If you have no money, then you will never get justice in court. This is Kali Yuga. Nowadays, even the high court judges are taking bribes to give a favorable judgment. But if you have no money, then don't go to court. And Panditya Chapalam Vacha. If a man can talk expertly, it doesn't matter what he says, and nobody has to understand it. Then he's a Pandit. He's learned scholar, imitating gibberish. Aban Kulakshleena Bugavat Tugalat Kulelach Kundulas. By the latrichism, latrichism, is this word? Is this? No.
Some disease?
Hmm. I don't know what it means, but like this, if you go on speaking, no one will understand you. Yet people will say, "Oh, see how learned he is. This is actually happening." There are so many rascals writing books, but if you ask one of them to explain what he has understood, he'll say, "Oh, it is inexplicable." These things are going on. Next, Srimad Bhagavatam says, Anadyataiva sadutve damba eva tu svikara eva chodvahe snanam eva prasadanam. Poverty will be looked on as dishonorable, while a hypocrite who can put on a show will be thought pious. Marriage will be based on arbitrary agreement, and simply taking a bath will be considered proper cleansing and decorating of the body. Srimad Bhagavatam 12:2-5. First, Anadyata. If you are a poor man, then you are dishonorable. People will think that man is not honorable because he does not know how to earn money by hook or crook. Yeah, that's true actually. And Svikara eva chodvahe. Marriages will take place by agreement. This is being experienced in your country and in my country also. The government appoints a marriage magistrate, and any boy and girl who wants to can simply go to him and get married. Maybe there is some fee. Yes, we agree to marry, they say, and he certifies that they are married. Formerly, the father and mother used to select the bride and bridegroom by consulting an astrologer who could see the future. Nowadays, marriage is taking place according to Svikara agreement. Another symptom is Dure Varyayanam Tirtam Lavnyam Keshadaranam. Just going to some faraway river will be considered a proper pilgrimage, and a man will think he's beautiful if he has long hair. Yeah, this is true actually. This verse I was thinking just now, and it came now. The beauty of man in Kali Yuga is according to the hairstyle. He has long hair, then he's beautiful. And now I see more and more of my old friends that are growing like longer and longer hair. Even 10 years ago, long hair we used to see them as like they're like girly or something like this. Now everyone wants this long hair. Yeah, they want to be hippies. Just see how perfect the Srimad Bhagavatam predicts the future. In Kali Yuga, man will think he has become a very beautiful by keeping long hair. You have very good experience of this in your country. Yes, that's actually true. Who could have known that people would be interested in keeping long hair? Yeah. Yet that is stated in the Bhagavatam. Kesha Dharanam. Kesha means long hair and Dharanam means keeping. Another symptom is Durevaryayanam Tirtham. People will think that a place of pilgrimage must be far away. For example, the Ganga flows through Calcutta, but no one cares to take bath in the Calcutta Ganga. They'd rather go to Hardwar. The same river is going there, but yeah, that's kind of funny. They think it's different river if they go to other city. It is the same Ganga. The Ganga is coming from Hardwar down to the Bay of Bengal. But people would rather suffer so much hardship to go to Hardwar and they get bad there because that has become a tirtha, a place of pilgrimage. Every religion has a tirtha. The Muslims have Mecca and Medina, and the Christians have Golgotha. Similarly, the Hindus also think they must travel very far to find a tirtha. But actually, Tirtha Kurvanti Tirthani, a tirtha is a place where there are saintly persons. That is a tirtha. Now that one goes 10,000 miles and simply takes a dip in the water and then comes back, the next symptoms are Udaram Bharata Svartaha Satyatve Drishtayam Evahi Dakshyam Kutumbabaranam Yashorite Dharma Sevanam. The purpose of life will consist simply of filling one's stomach, and audacity will become equivalent to conclusive truth. If a man can even maintain his own family members, he will be honored as a very expert, and religiosity will be measured by a person's reputation for material accomplishments. Bhagavatam 12:2-6. So if somehow one can eat very sumptuously, then he will think all his interests are fulfilled. Yes, this is actually true. That's why everyone posts when they go to restaurant, when they buy some fast food, they have to take the picture and post it to social media to show that, oh, I'm eating very sumptuously, because they think that that is advancement. It is in Srimad Bhagavatam straight, and it's happening. Yeah, then they think their all interests are fulfilled when they eat that dead body from some expensive restaurant. Oh, Krishna. And they think they're satisfied. People will be very hungry with nothing to eat, and therefore, if they can eat very sumptuously on one day, that will be the fulfillment of all their desires. Oh, Krishna. I used to be like this also. I used to be hungry all the time. Then 2 times a month, I went to some big restaurant. There was a buffet, all you can eat. Then I was there thinking that, yeah, now I'm eating very sumptuously one day. That now everything is fulfilled. Then I went 20 days without any food, and still I thought that one day that now everything is fulfilled. That's crazy. The next symptom is satyatve darshtyam eva. Anyone who is expert at word jugglery will be considered a very truthful. Another symptom, daksham kutumbabaranam. One shall be considered very expert if he can maintain his family, his wife and children. In other words, this will become very difficult. Yeah, actually, this is also true. It's the Kali Yuga is already just beginning, and it's already true. In our country, the birth rate is dropping. It's like almost negative. Yeah, it's already negative. Amount of people is decreasing because everyone is so poor that they cannot, that even thinking about getting children is hard thing to do because everyone is so poor. So this abortion is really popular right now. Yeah, therefore no one wants to marry. Yeah. Now also you don't get any salary. If you go to work, they don't give any proper salary, and you cannot even maintain your like basic needs like food and things like this. So what to speak of maintaining wife and 2 children or even 1 children. Also, just to maintain the wife is hard because the salary is so low. So now always both in the family has to work. The wife has to work and the man has to work. And yeah. And still they don't have enough. The next verse describes what will happen when all the people have been thus infected by the poison of Kali Yuga. Evam prajabir dushtabir Akirnekshiti mandale brahmavit kshatra shudranam yo baribhavita nirpaha. It won't matter whether one is a Brahmana, a learned man, a pure intellectual, or a Kshatriya, or Vaishya, or a Shudra, laborer, or Chandala, dog-eater. If one is powerful in getting votes, he will occupy the presidential or royal post. Formerly, the system was that only a Kshatriya could occupy the royal throne, not a Brahmana, Vaishya, or Shudra. But now in the Kali Yuga, there is no such thing as Kshatriya or Brahmana. Now we have democracy. Anyone who can get your votes by hook or crook can occupy the post of leader. He may be rascal number one, but he will be given the supreme exalted presidential post. The Bhagavatam described these leaders in the next verse. Oh Krishna. Prajahi lubai rajana yair nirgnara dashu dharmabi achinna daradravina yashanti girikan kananam. Okay, Hare Krishna, Dandat Pranam, Jai Shri Prabhupada. Okay, Ero Prabhu, you can continue from here if you can read. You go.
The citizens will be so oppressed by merciless rogues in the guise of rulers that they will give up their spouses and property and flee to the hills and forests. Srimad Bhagavatam 12.2.8. So the men who acquire a government post by vote are mostly Luptai Rajanjai, greedy government men. Riknair Dasyu, their business is plundering the public. We actually see that every year the government men are exacting heavy taxes, and whatever money is received they divide among themselves, while the citizens' condition remains the same. Every government is doing that. Gradually all people will feel so much harassed that Achinnadara Travina, they will want to give up their family life, their wife and their money and go to the forest. This we have also seen. So Kaler, Dosha, Nidera, Chan, the falls of this age are just like an ocean. If you were put into the Pacific Ocean, you would not know how to save your life. Even if you were a very expert swimmer, it would not be possible for you to cross the Pacific Ocean. Similarly, the Kali Yuga is described in the Bhagavatam as an ocean of faults. It is infected with so many anomalies that there seems to be no way out. But there is one medicine, Kirtanad eva Krishnasya Mukta Sangha Param Vrajet. The Bhagavatam explains that if you chant the name of Krishna, the Hare Krishna mantra, you will be relieved from the infection of this Kali Yuga. Thank you very much. 6.5 Slaughterhouse Civilization. In June of 1974, at the Hare Krishna movement's rural community near Valency, France, Srila Prabhupada talks to a group of intimate disciples. He points out that modern civilization's hunger for meat and its extensive system of vicious and barbaric slaughtering facilities bring karmic reactions in the form of world wars, which Srila Prabhupada refers to as slaughterhouses for humankind. Yogeshwara Dasa, the other day, Srila Prabhupada, you were saying that in India, at least until recently, it was forbidden to eat cows, that those who ate meat would eat only lower animals like dogs and goats. Srila Prabhupada, yes, for meat eaters, that is what the Vedic culture recommends, eat dogs. As in Korea, they are eating dogs, so you also can eat dogs, but don't eat cows until after they have died a natural death. We don't say don't eat. You are so very fond of eating cows. All right, you can eat them because after their death, we have to give them to somebody, some living entity. Generally, cow carcasses are given to the vultures, but then why only to the vultures? Why not to the modern so-called civilized people who are as good as vultures? These so-called civilized people, what is the difference between these rascals and vultures? The vultures also enjoy killing and then eating the dead body. Make it dead and then enjoy. People have become vultures. Their civilization is a vulture civilization. Animal eaters, they're like jackals, vultures, dogs. Flesh is not proper food for human beings. Here in the Vedic culture is civilized food, human food, milk, fruit, vegetables, nuts, grains. Let them learn it. Uncivilized rogues, vultures, rakshasas, demons, and their leaders. Therefore, I say that today the leaders are all fourth class men, and that is why the whole world is in a chaotic condition. We require learned spiritual teachers, first class men to lead. My disciples are training to become first class men. If people will take our advice, then everything will be all right. What is the use of fourth class men leading a confused and chaotic society? If I speak so frankly, people will be very angry, but basically, their leaders are all fourth class. First class men are great devotees of the Lord, who can guide the administrators and citizens through their words and practical example. Second class men are administrative military men who look after the smooth running of the government and the safety of the citizens. And third class men are farmers who grow crops and protect the cows. But today, who is protecting the cows? That is the third class man's business. So therefore, everyone is fourth class or lower. Shvavit varahostra karai samstuta purusha pashu. Srimad Bhagavatam 2.3.19. People are living just like animals, without regulative spiritual principles, and from among themselves they are electing the biggest animals. Anyone can do whatever he likes, whatever he thinks, no regulative principles. But human life is meant for regulative principles. We are insisting that our students follow regulative principles, no meat eating, no illicit sex, no intoxication, no gambling, just to make them real human beings. Without regulative principles, it is animal life. Animal life. And the human form of life, after passing through millions of lives in the plant and animal species, the spirit soul gets the chance to take up the yoga system. And yoga means strict regulative principles. Indriya Sat Samyama, controlling the senses. That is the real yoga system. But today, most people, though they may say they are practicing yoga, are misusing it. Just like the animals, they cannot control their senses. As human beings, they have higher intelligence. They should learn how to control the senses. This is human life. Nayat karma patopeta. One who has not heard the message of Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, even for a moment, is an animal. The general mass of people, unless they are trained systematically for a higher standard of life in spiritual values, are no better than animals. They're on the level of dogs, hogs, camels, and asses. Modern university education practically prepares one to acquire a doggish mentality for accepting the service of a greater master. Like the dogs, after finishing their so-called education, the so-called educated persons move from door to door with applications for some service. We have this experience in India. There are so many educated men who are unemployed because they have been educated as dogs. They must find a master, otherwise they have no power to work independently. Just like a dog, unless he finds a master, he is a street dog loitering in the street. Bhagavan Dasa Goswami. So many PhDs are graduating from school now that there are not enough jobs for them. So they have to take jobs as truck drivers or taxi drivers. Yogeshwara Dasi. They're supposed to be the educated class too, Brahmanas. Srila Prabhupada. No, they are not Brahmanas. Those who give education in exchange for money, they are not Brahmanas. For instance, we are lecturing, educating people. We don't say, give us a salary. We simply ask them, please come. That is why we are cooking food and holding so many free festivals. We'll give you food, we'll give you a comfortable seat. Please come and hear about self realization and God consciousness. We are not asking money. First of all, pay the fee, then you can come and learn Bhagavad Gita. We never say that. But these so-called teachers who first of all bargain for a salary, what salary will you give me? That is a dog's concern. That is not a Brahmana's concern. A Brahmana will never ask about the salary. A Brahmana is eager to see that people are educated. Take free education and be educated. Be a human being. This is a Brahmana's concern. You see, I came here not to ask for any money, but to give instruction. Bhagavan Dasa Goswami. Today the priests are afraid to speak too strongly, or else they'll be fired and get no salary. And the politicians, they're also afraid to say what they really believe. They're afraid that they'll be voted out or get no more money to support themselves. Srila Prabhupada, the priests are after money. They are not first class, they are low class men. This is the reason that Christianity has fallen down. The priests cannot speak straightforwardly. There is a straightforward commandment, thou shalt not kill. But because people are already killing, the priests are afraid to present the commandment straightforwardly. Now they are even granting man to man marriage, what to speak of other things. The priests are sermonizing on this idea of man to man marriage. Just see how degraded they have become. Previously, was there any conception like this, at least outside America? Nobody thought that a man could be married to another man. What is this? And the priests are supporting it. Do you know that? So what is their standard? Jyotirmayi Devidasi. That priest who visited was telling you that he was asking all his parishioners to follow God's law. So you asked him if he was going to get them to follow the fifth commandment, the law against killing, including animal killing and especially cow killing. Srila Prabhupada, yes, this is our proposal. Why should you kill the cow? Let the cow be protected. You can take the cow's milk and use this milk for making so many nutritious but delicious preparations. Aside from that, as far as meat eating is concerned, every cow will die. So you just wait a while and there will be so many dead cows. Then you can take all the dead cows and eat. So how is this a bad proposal? If you say you are restraining us from meat eating, no, we don't restrain you. We simply ask you don't kill. When the cow is dead, you can eat it. Yogeshwara Dasa, you've pointed out that the cow is just like a mother. Srila Prabhupada, yes, she gives us her milk. Yogeshwara Dasa, but in the West now, when their parents grow old, the people generally send them away to old age homes. Those people have no compassion even toward their own parents. How can we educate them to protect the cow? Srila Prabhupada, they don't have to protect the cow. We shall protect the cow. Simply we ask them, don't purchase meat from the slaughterhouse. We shall supply you the cow after her death. Where is the difficulty? Satsvarupa Dasa Goswami, not enough meat fast enough. They're eating so much meat. Srila Prabhupada, not enough. By killing the cows, how will you get any more meat? The total number of cows will remain the same. Simply wait for their natural death. That is the only restriction. You have got a limited number of cows. Either you wait for their death or you kill them at once. The number of cows is the same. So we simply ask you, don't kill them. Wait for their natural death and then take the meat. What is the difficulty? And we simply ask you, as long as they're alive, let us take the cow's milk and prepare delicious foods for the whole human society. Yogeshwara Dasa, if people don't kill the cows, they will have even more meat, because that way the cows will have more time to reproduce more cows. If they don't kill the cows right away, there will be even more cows. Srila Prabhupada, more cows, yes, they'll have more cows. We simply request, don't kill, don't maintain slaughterhouses. That is very sinful. It brings down very severe karmic reactions to societies. Stop these slaughterhouses. We don't say stop eating meat. You can eat meat, but don't take it from the slaughterhouse by killing. Simply wait and you'll get the carcasses. After all, how long will the cows live? Their maximum age is 20 years, and there are many cows who live only 18, 16, or 10 years. So wait that much time, then regularly get dead cows and eat. What is the difficulty? For the first few years, you may not get quite as much as now. During that time, you can eat some dogs and cats. Yes, in Korea they eat dogs. What is the difference between here and Korea? You can also eat dogs for the time being, or hogs. Eat hogs. We don't prohibit the killing of these less important animals. We neither sancture nor prohibit, but especially we request cow protection, because it is ordered by Lord Krishna. Go Raksha, protect the cows. That is our duty. And economically also it is very useful. Krishna has not recommended this for nothing. It is not like that. Krishna's order has meaning. The cows on our Hare Krishna farms are giving more milk than other cows because they are confident we will not be killed here. It is not like these rascals, these so-called Christians say. They have no soul, they have no intelligence. They have intelligence. In other places, they do not give so much milk. But on our farms, they are very jolly. As soon as the devotees call, they'll come. Yes, yes, just like friends. And they are confident will not be killed. So they are jubilant and they are giving much milk. Yes. In Europe and America, the cows are very, very good, but the cow killing system is also very good. So you stop this, you simply request them. You'll get the cow's flesh as soon as she is dead. We shall supply you free of charge. You haven't got to pay so much money. You can get the flesh free and eat it then. Why are you kidding? Stop these slaughterhouses. What is wrong with this proposal? We don't want to stop trade or the production of grains and vegetables and fruit, but we want to stop these killing houses. It is very, very sinful. That is why all over the world they have so many wars. Every 10 or 15 years there's a big war, a wholesale slaughterhouse for humankind. But these rascals, they do not see it, that by the law of karma, every action must have its reaction. You are killing innocent cows and other animals. Nature will take revenge. Just wait. As soon as the time is right, nature will gather all these rascals and slaughter them. Finish. They'll fight amongst themselves, Protestant and Catholics, Russia and America, this one and that one. It is going on. Why? That is nature's law. Speak for that. You have killed, now you kill yourself. Self. They are sending animals to the slaughterhouse, and now they'll create their own slaughterhouse. Imitating conference, tang tang, kill kill. You see, just take Belfast for example. The Roman Catholics are killing the Protestants, and the Protestants are killing the Catholics. This is nature's law. It's not necessary that you be sent to the ordinary slaughterhouse. You'll make a slaughterhouse at home. You'll kill your own child, abortion. This is nature's law. Who are these children being killed? They're these meat eaters. They enjoyed themselves. So many animals were killed, and now they're being killed by their mothers. People do not know how nature is working. If you kill, you must be killed. If you kill the cow who is your mother, then in some future lifetime, your mother will kill you. Yes, the mother becomes the child, and the child becomes the mother. Mom, sakada titi, mamsa. The Sanskrit word is mamsa. Mam means me, and sa means he. I'm killing this animal, I am eating him, and in my next lifetime he'll kill me and eat me. When the animal is sacrificed, this mantra is recited into the ear of the animal. You are giving your life, so in your next life you will get the opportunity of becoming a human being. And I, who am now killing you, will become an animal and you will kill me. So after understanding this mantra, who will be ready to kill an animal? Bhagavan Dasa Goswami. Many people today are discussing this topic of reincarnation, but they don't understand the significance of the effects. Srila Prabhupada, how will they understand? All dull-headed fools and rascals dressed like gentlemen. That's all. Tavacha sopate murko yavat kinchin napasate. A rascal, a fool, is prestigious as long as he does not speak. As soon as he speaks, his nature will be revealed, what he really is. Therefore, that priest who came did not stay long. He did not want to expose himself. Bhagavan Dasa Goswami, less intelligent. Srila Prabhupada. Now we must take to agricultural work, produce food and give protection to the cows. And if we produce the surplus, we can trade. It is a simple thing that we must do. Our people should live peacefully in farming villages, produce grain and fruit and vegetables, protect the cows and work hard. And if there is a surplus, we can start restaurants. Krishna conscious people will never be losers by following the instructions of Krishna. They will live comfortably without any material want and tyaktva deham punarjanmanaiti. Bhagavad Gita 4.9. After leaving this body, they will go directly to God. This is our way of life. So open restaurants in any part of any city and make nice kachauris, shrikanda, puris, halava, and so many other delicacies. People will purchase them. They will come and sit down. I've given the format. Every preparation is ready. You can sit down. This is our standard charge for a meal. Now, as much as you like, you take. You can take one helping or 2, 3, 4, as much as you like, but don't waste, don't waste. Suppose one man eats a single savory and another man eats 4 savories. That does not mean we shall charge more. Same charge, same charge. You can sit down, eat to your heart's content, and be satisfied. Let everyone be satisfied. We will supply. Simply don't waste. This is our program. Not that each time, just as the hotel does, each time a plate is brought, immediately bill. No, you can sit down and eat to your satisfaction. The chart stays the same. Bhagavan Dasa Goswami. I think people will leave the restaurant with their pockets full of savories. Srila Prabhupada, that we shall not allow. Bhagavan Dasa Goswami. You were telling us one time that in India, if a person has a mango order card and you're hungry, you can come in and eat, but you cannot take any away with you. Srila Prabhupada. Yes, if you have a garden and somebody says, I want to eat some fruit, you'll say, yes, come on, take as much fruit as you like, but he should not gather up more than he can eat and take it away. Any number of men can come and eat to their satisfaction. The farmers do not even prohibit the monkeys. All right, let them come in. After all, it is God's property. This is the Krishna conscious system. If an animal, say a monkey, comes to your garden to eat, don't prohibit him. He is also part and parcel of Krishna. If you prohibit him, where will he eat? I have another story. This one was told by my father. My father's elder brother was running a clothes shop. Before closing the shop, my uncle would put out a basin filled with rice. Of course, as in any village, there were rats, but the rats would take the rice and not cut even a single cloth. Cloth is very costly. Even if one cloth had been cut by a rat, then it would have been a great loss. So with a few pennies worth of rice, he saved many dollars worth of clothes. This Krishna culture is practical. They are also part and parcel of God. Give them food. They'll not create any disturbance. Give them food. Everyone has an obligation to feed whoever is hungry, even if it is a tiger. Once a certain spiritual teacher was living in the jungle. His disciples knew the tigers will never come and disturb us because our teacher keeps some milk a little distance from the ashrama and the tigers come and drink and go away. The teacher would call, you, tiger, you can come and take your milk here. And they would come and take the milk and go away. And they would never attack any members of the ashrama. The teacher would say, they are my men, don't harm them. I remember seeing at the World's Fair that a man had trained a lion. The man was playing with the lion just like one plays with a dog. These animals can understand, this man loves me, he gives me food, he's my friend. They also appreciate. When Haridasa Thakura was living in a cave and chanting Hare Krishna, a big snake who also lived there decided to go away. The snake knew, he's a saintly person, he should not be disturbed, let me go away. And from Bhagavad Gita we understand, Ishvara Sarva Bhutanam Hridaya. Bhagavad Gita chapter 18 verse 61. Krishna is in everyone's heart and he is dictating. So Krishna can dictate peace and harmony to the animals, to the serpent, to everyone. Srila Prabhupada, oh, yeah. The Vedic culture offers so many nice, delicious foods, and mostly they are made with milk products. But these so-called civilized people, they do not know. They kill the cows and throw the milk away to the hogs, and they are proud of their civilization. Like jackals and vultures, actually this Krishna consciousness movement will transform the uncivilized people and bring the whole world to real civilization.
Hari
Hare
Bol.
Krishna, Hare Bol. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you so much,
Yes,
Prabhupada.
Prabhu.
Now let's read six Astakam prayers. Chetodharpanamarjanam bhavamahadavagni nirvapanam shreyah kairava chandrika vitaranam vidyavadu jivanam anandam buddhivardhanam pratipadam purnamritasvadanam sarvatma snapanam param vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtanam.
Namnamakari Bhutani Sarva Shakti Tatra Pitani Yatmamita अमरेण काला तादृशी तव कृपा भगवन् ममापि दुर्दैवं सम्यजानि नानानुरागा
Trinadapi Sunichena Tarorapi Sahisnuna Amanina Manadena Kirtaniya Sadahari.
न धनं न जनं न सुन्दरीं कवितां वा जगदीश कामये मम जन्मनि जन्मनीश्वरे भवतात् भक्तिरहैतुकी त्वयि
हैनन्दतनुजा किङ्करं पतिनन्तात्मं मां विस्मय भवबन्धु कृपये तव पदपङ्कजशिताधुलि सादृशं विचिन्त्य
Najanam Kaladashrutaraya Vadaram Katkadarutaya Gira Kulakar Nichitam Vapukada Tayanama Grahane Pavishyati.
युगायितं निमेषेण चक्षुषा प्रविश्यायितं शून्यायितं जगत्सर्वं गोविन्द विरहेण मे
Ashlishya Vapada Ratampi Nastumam Adarsanan Marmahatam Karotuva Yata Tatava Vidadatu Lampato Mat Prananatas Tusaeva Napara.
Translation. Glory to the Sri Krishna Sankirtan, which cleanses the heart of all the dust accumulated for years and extinguishes the fire of conditional life, of repeated birth and death. This Sankirtan movement is the prime benediction for humanity at large because it spreads the rays of the benediction moon. It is the life of all transcendental knowledge. It increases the ocean of transcendental bliss and it enables us to fully taste the nectar for which we are always anxious.
O my Lord, your holy name can render all benediction to living beings, and thus you have hundreds and millions of names like Krishna and Govinda. In these transcendental names, you have invested all your transcendental energies. There are not even hard and fast rules for chanting these names. O my Lord, out of kindness, you enable us to easily approach you by our names. But I am so unfortunate that I have no interaction for them.
One should chant the holy name of the Lord in a humble state of mind, thinking oneself lower than the straw in the street. One should be more tolerant than a tree, devoid of all sense of false prestige, should be ready to offer all respect to others. In such a state of mind, one can chant the holy name of the Lord constantly.
O Almighty Lord, I have no desire to accumulate wealth, nor do I desire beautiful women, nor do I want any number of followers. I only want your causeless devotional service, birth after birth.
O son of Maharaj Nanda, Krishna, I am your eternal servitor. But somehow or another, I have fallen into the ocean of birth and death. Please pick me up from this ocean of death and place me as one of your atoms at your lotus feet.
O my Lord, when will my eyes be decorated with tears of love, flowing constantly when I chant your holy name? When will my voice choke up, and when will the hairs of my body stand on end at the recitation of your name?
O Govinda, feeling your separations, I'm considering a moment to be like 12 years or more. Tears are flowing from my eyes like torrents of rain, and I'm feeling all vacant in the world in your absence.
I know no one but Krishna as my Lord. He shall remain so even if he handles me roughly by his embrace or make me broken-hearted. By not being present before me, he is completely free to do anything and everything, for he is always my worshipable Lord unconditionally.
हरि बोल श्री शिक्षाष्टकम की जय हरिनाम संकीर्तन
Jai.
की जय पंचतत्व की जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य महाप्रभु की जय नित्यानंद प्रभु की जय जगत गुरु श्री भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी शिला प्रभुपाद की जय जय
Jai.
गोविंद वंदे हरि बोल
Haribol.